Well, hello viewers, it's Jono from About with Jono and Jez again, and today we're going to continue on with our series of don't waste food, use your leftovers, and it helps you save money. So you would have seen yesterday that we did a bubble and squeak with some roast pork that we had previously, and today we're going to do the third dish with the rest of that pork. So I will turn the camera around and show you what we're going to do. Righto, so we're going to do some pork burritos. So what I've got over here is the refried beans, the black beans, taco sauce, an onion, a green pepper or capsicum, and instead of tortilla wrappers I had some Turkish pita breads that needed to be, Lebanese pita breads that needed to be used, so we're just going to do a version and use that, and obviously some cheese and some other bits and pieces. So let's get that underway. I'm going to slice the onion and dice it, and also do the same with the capsicum. Okay viewers, there we've got the diced pork, the onion and the capsicum, and we're just going to simmer that down until the vegetables are soft, and then we'll have the black beans, the refried beans and all the seasonings and sauce. We'll come back to you then. Okay viewers, so the pork, the capsicum and the onion have now nicely cooked down, so we'll add the refried beans, the black beans and the burrito seasoning, and then we'll let that simmer for some more before we add it to the wraps with some cheese and some sauce, and it should make for a fine tea. You may even have to have a shot of tequila. We'll see how we go. Anyway, come back to you soon. Okay viewers, so the refried beans are in, the black beans, we'll let that simmer down now for 20-25 minutes, and then we'll combine everything together. The seasoning mix is in, and I have to say it's not an attractive looking dish, but it will be really tasty. So as I said, this is a series of videos we're doing to show you how you can save money by using your leftovers and getting the most out of your cuts of meat. This is our third one now. It was a 1.7 kilo piece of leg pork, and no, got that all wrong as well, forgive me there. It was loin pork, 1.75 kilos, and this is our third meal using it. So, you know, it's gone a long way, and we're trying to do our best here to minimise waste. So it's very important that you do, and you can save money by using your leftovers. Righto, we'll leave that there to simmer for a while with the lid on, and then we'll come back when we're ready to form up the burritos. Catch you then. Okay viewers, that's the burrito mix done. We'll just leave that to cool now, and then a little bit later on we'll assemble the burritos, put some cheese on top and the sauce, and get them in the oven. We'll come back to you then. Catch you then. Okay viewers, we're ready to put together the burritos now. There's the burrito mix. It's looking pretty bloody tasty, if I do say so myself. We've got the flatbreads. As I said, these are the ones that we had in the cupboard, so we're using those. They're not traditional, but they'll do the job. We've got the taco sauce, and we've got the nice melted cheese. So we'll start building these now, get them in the oven, and we should be eating those in around about 20-25 minutes. So I'll come back to you when that's done. Okay viewers, as I said, this is a great use of leftovers. It's going to be so tasty. It's a shame there's not smell-o-vision. So I've started putting them together there. I'll just do this second last one, then the last one, covering with some cheese and some sauce, and get them in the oven, and they are going to be absolutely stunning. So I'll come back to you when we're ready to serve. Okay viewers, they're all rolled and finished and packed. The sauce is on, the cheese is on. It's going to go into the oven, and I'll bring you back for serving. But what I want to point out too is we're going to get a fourth meal out of this piece of pork, because on Sunday we're going to go out with Cheryl's mum and dad for Cheryl's mum's birthday, so we're taking them out for a nice long lunch. So there's enough here left in the pan for us to, when we come home and we don't want anything too big, we'll have nachos, and they will be perfect. So again, important to get as much out of your food as you can, and that's a fourth meal with that piece of pork. So anyway, I'll get this into the oven and I'll come back for serving. Catch you then. Okay viewers, burritos are done and they look stunning. They smell stunning, they're going to taste stunning. Got some sour cream over there. Our drinks are poured. All there is to do now is serve, and I'll come back to you shortly when I've done that. Okay viewers, so there it is. Doesn't look graceful. That one looks a bit better, and that's a modest piece to start with. Some sour cream, but out of this, have a look how much I have left over there. There's enough there to feed another 3 or 4 people. Jez and I will have those for lunches over the next couple of days. We may have another little bit after, just depends on how full we get on this. But this is what I mean by get the most out of your leftover foods. Saves you money. If you think about what I paid for that piece of pork, which I think I said $17.50 or something like that, and all these meals we've got from that piece of pork just by adding a few things. So I'm going to leave this one here, guys. You know what to do. Hit the subscribe button. If you've got a comment or you want to know anything, just ask us, and we will see you in the next one. Cheers, guys. Thanks for watching.